we are learning some more details about the gunman in New York's deadliest mass shooting in 25 years. 27-year-old Shane Tamura shot and killed 4 people and injured another at a Midtown Manhattan office building last week before fatally turning the gun on himself. There's this newly released videos and documents by the Las Vegas Police Department that reveal Tamura faced mental health related struggles and he had a history of run-ins with police. There's this video from 2023 and you can see Tamura being removed from a casino in handcuffs. And here's the 911 call that led to his removal.
I'm calling from Red Rock Casino on Charleston. We have an irate guest. He has no visible ID, so he cannot cash out. He's refusing to leave. He's making a spectacle of himself.
And
there's about 10 officers on right now.
CNN correspondent Bren Gingras has more. What more are we learning here, Bren?
Yeah, Pam, I'm going to show the viewers a little bit more of his interaction with police during that arrest. But first, I just want to explain that what we're seeing here are more videos, 911 calls, as you explained, really giving us and really investigators who are still looking into the events that led up to that deadly shooting here in New York City as they continue this investigation. And prior to actually that incident that you're looking at right there in the casino, we learned from a 911 call that police were called to his home in September of 22. The call came from his mother, who was begging police to come over, saying that her son was going to kill himself, was basically suffering from mental illness, depression, anxiety, a number of things, and she was cowering in a car as she made this call to 911. And then he was put in a psychiatric hold during that time after that call was made, after police responded to that call. And then next we see this incident with police where he is arrested in a casino in Las Vegas, refusing to show an identification. I want you to see more of that interaction he had with authorities who came to respond.
Am I under arrest?
What's your birthday?
I just want to know, am I under arrest?
Oh, it depends if you give me your birthday or not.
So if I don't give you my birthday, I'm under arrest? How does that work?
Because you're delaying my investigation.
Investigation in what?
Yeah,
Trespass.
Trespassing as far as what?
Refusing to leave after security asked you to.
When did security ask me to leave?
Okay.
When they asked you at the cage.
Yep.
No, I just asked, can I get my
You
money?
doing all this is also delaying my investigation.
How?
Because I'm trying to identify you and you're not giving me your birthday.
Yeah, I don't have anything wrong with me.
Okay, then we'll go to jail.
So the DA actually didn't press any charges after that incident, but there was another psychiatric hold. Of course, Pam, we knew about this after the incident happened in Manhattan from sources that there were 2 separate psychiatric holds, the second one being in 2024. And that's happened when police actually went to his home, inside his home, and he was threatening to kill himself. He actually had a gun in a backpack where authorities say don't go near that backpack. But Pam, what comes down to is the big questions that still remain in this investigation is how, one, was he able to get a hold of these guns after a number of these incidents that we're seeing now? Not only buying one from a gun shop, where was the background checks? How did those carry out? How were they even okay? But also the one he purchased from his manager, that assault rifle that he used in the attack, according to sources. And then really, how did the red flag laws not get triggered? Basically, these are all the questions that we still have questions to, and then authorities are also trying to answer at this point.
It's always so sad when these tragic events happen and then you look back, you say there were all these warning signs.
Yeah.
How was this not stopped before? It's just so devastating. Bren Gingras, thank you.
All right.
New information this morning about the man who shot and killed 4 people in New York and his history of mental health issues and repeated encounters with police. Las Vegas police released body cam of several arrests, including a 2023 casino incident. With us now, CNN Chief Law Enforcement and Intelligence Analyst John Miller. What's been learned here over the last 24 hours?
Well, what we've been able to learn is by looking in these encounters with police. You see Tamura at a casino in a dispute over whether he had to show ID to collect his winnings. In another case where he's made statements being suggestive of being suicidal in his apartment, where his mother called police to come there. And in these cases, in one case they arrested him for criminal trespass, the casino, for refusing to leave. In the case where his mom thought he might be in danger of hurting himself, they got him to go to a hospital and basically go through a psychiatric evaluation. So in either cases, in the suicide case, he admits to having a gun. He says it's in his backpack. They say stay away from that. But they separate him from his guns by getting him to a hospital. What they didn't do is separate his guns from him after these repeated encounters. Nevada has a red flag law.
So how come?
Well, it's complicated. The red flag law is relatively new. The first year they had it, which I think was 2021, I think they used it 5 times. The state attorney general spent $400,000 to go to Las Vegas and Reno and do training sessions for police from all over the area. Then they used it 27 times that year. So a third of those uses were last year. The red flag law means that you have to go to a court and get them to agree to remove those guns. And in this case, they got him to go to a hospital. So it's something that they are looking into is, what did we do? What could we have done differently? And would it have made a difference?
John Miller, great to see you. Thank you very much. New details about multiple past encounters between authorities and the New York City shooter who killed 4 people. The Las Vegas Police Department released new body cam videos and 911 calls of past run-ins, including a 2023 incident at a casino.
I'm calling from Red Rock Casino on Charleston. We have an irate guest. He has no visible ID, so he cannot cash out. He's refusing to leave. He's making a spectacle of himself.
And we're
There's about 10 officers on right now.
You heard it right there. He was detained for refusing to show identification while cashing out winnings. He repeatedly refused to comply with officers' questions before being removed from the building in handcuffs. In 2024, he was pulled over for not having license plate on his car and was ultimately arrested for driving with a suspended license. In 2022, his mother called police terrified that he was going to kill himself after telling her, quote, he could not take it anymore. Later in 2024, police were sent to his apartment after his mother called authorities to warn them of similar suicidal threats. Officers were made aware that he was in possession of a firearm and was taking sleeping pills. Police ultimately removed him from his home and admitted him to the hospital. I should say, if you or a loved one are struggling with suicidal thoughts, please contact 988.